Really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Great shot. Through the gap. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Gerbays over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? Was quick onto that in the infield. End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. Islamabad a 7 for none.
First of the power play overs down, and some good shot making to start things off.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one, though. Beats the field with a great shot. Oh, outside edge, but it'll be safe and another boundary. The bowler is in disbelief on that one.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. Islamabad a 15 for none. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Finds the fielder with that shot. Smacks that away through the gap.
Nothing really wrong with that ball. Got onto the front foot and found the gap to get that one to the boundary.
Big edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Cuts that off well in the infield. 5 runs added there. Islamabad a 20 for none. Khan from the south end. Well, now that could be out. Out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot. Just sailed away.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Couldn't get it through the field. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
That's the over. Islamabad, a 31 for none. Ralph coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Whipped off the legs and away goes the ball. Fine leg, no chance, and a great catch in the crowd.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move. A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Crack! Head was completely still and they've struck that hard, high and long for six.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for six.
Nicked it. End of the over, 14 runs coming from it. Islamabad, a 45 for none. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Doesn't beat the infield. Finds the edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Square drive, lofted over cover for a maximum. What a shot that was. Open the face on impact, combined with a really clean strike. Timed that perfectly.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point in chasing that.
Can't get that outside the ring field. The end of another over. This time, though, more fielding changes are coming as the restrictions are lifted. Ralph from the north end. Going with spin now.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Huge edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Massive outside edge. That's the end of the over. 1 run coming from it. Islamabad, a 56 for none. That is quite extraordinary. Hales, don't do it to them like that. What a shot.
Well, that's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible.
Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Thick edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Off the middle of the bat. Lahore kept the batters quiet in that over. So far, though, no wickets for the endeavour being shown.
Can he come back with a dot ball? That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward and dispatches it to the boundary.
Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Nicked it. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Out. Nicely done by the keeper.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. Those runs were really starting. To flow.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Oh, nicely done. That's gone fine. May well be 4.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. That's the over. Islamabad, a 78 for 1.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish. A few moves made in the field.
A new bowler is coming into the attack. Swept away but finds the fielder. You're kidding. Keeper with the fast hands. Oh, quick hands. That's gone.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance, but have to head back to the pavilion.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Inside the line and pulled away, but mid-wicket cuts it off nicely. Over the infield with a cracking shot. End of the over. 4 off it. Islamabad are 82 for 2. Raza from the north end. Massive outside edge. Finds the edge. Azam cuts away but finds the fielder just behind point. Jeez, timed that well.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming off it. Both sides need to inject some life into this match. Clever shot, moved across the line of the ball and just clipped it away. Fine leg won't stop that.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Was quick onto that in the infield. Misses everything. Edged.
End of the 12th over. Islamabad.
That ball has been hit. It has flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
How will he reply?
The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Well, now that could be out. Out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot. Just sailed away.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Huge edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Straight to the fielder. Azam edges it, but it finds the gap. Looks like they were late on that shot there. End of the over, a big one. 11 runs coming from it. Islamabad are 112 for 2.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time. And with enough bat speed to pick up 4. Going with a more defensive field choice.
That's the way, keep tossing him up.
Couldn't get it through the field. Square cut, finds point, no run. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Oh, too good. That is huge.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Over, Islamabad are 120 for 2.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Inside the line and pulled away, but mid-wicket cuts it off nicely.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous. Might look to go big again here.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership between these two.
That's the over. Islamabad are 131 for 2.
131 for 2.
Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Not the ideal way of handling that ball. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrists. It's wide of square leg. Could be 4.
A strong area for them, lifted it up and over towards the rope.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Doesn't beat the infield. End of the over. Islamabad are 138 for 2.
138 for 2.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. It's a full toss and worked off the pads nicely. Could well be 4.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading. How will the bowler respond?
Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Now then, what's this? They've gone up. I didn't hear or see anything. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end. This should be close. Caught. It's one of the easiest catches you'll see. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
That's a real shame. It was a brilliant innings, was heading for something special. Good wicket to take at this stage.
At number 5 for Islamabad United. Please make him welcome.
Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Brilliant diving stop. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. End of the over. 4 off it. Islamabad are 149 for 3.
For 3.
Khan into the attack now from the north end. Shot, textbook pull shot, and that's racing away to the boundary. Brilliant. Nicked it. Everyone's gone up. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Gone, knocked them over. Just too much pace there.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Not too sure what they're appealing for here. Final over in this innings. Can't get that outside the ring field. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Onto that early, that could be 4.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders. A very defensive field, this.
Nice shot, just a flick off the pads.
Showed good composure to wait on that slower ball and find room to get the 4 runs. Just a fantastic shot. Will it be 3 boundaries in a row?
And that's the end of the innings. Lahore have been set a target of 164 runs. The openers are coming out. It's a very gettable total. They just need to get off to a good start and not give anything silly away. It's the silly stuff that could give the bowlers a sniff in this match.
Here we go. Coming in for the first ball.
Cuts that off well in the infield. A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket. There's a chance if it hits. Misses. That's a big chance gone begging. Edged it. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision?
Nice bowling.
Yeah, the keeper's really gone up, as do the surrounding fielders. They seem convinced. Could be a review coming up. So it looks like this one's going to be overturned. The ball has clearly carried to the fielder on the full. That's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Finds the edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Was quick onto that in the infield. 6 runs added there. Lahore are 6 for 1. Mills, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming on to bowl from the south end. No, no, no. Terrible shot. Thick edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Misses everything. Beats the bat. Jeez, how's that missed the stumps? Peach of a delivery. They're going to go in for the kill with this delivery. It's up to the new batter to make sure the fielding side doesn't pick up any more momentum. Wow, that's missed the lot. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Nearly gets the edge. Mills with a great delivery there. Nicked it. 5 runs added in the over. Lahore are 11 for 1. Wasim from the north end. Massive outside edge. A direct hit and this could be gone. Finds the fielder with that shot. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Couldn't get it through the field. End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. Lahore are 19 for 1.
Can he come back with a dot ball?
Got that away nicely. Shot. Land back and punch through the gap in the offside, and that'll be 4.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall, on top of the bounce, and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end. Might look to go big again here.
Bang! Bowled. Just stunning bowling.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. End of the over. 8 off it. Lahore are 27 for 2. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. That's a confident appeal. Look to have pitch in line and hitting live. We'll see what Big Eye shows in the review.
Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though. Was there a bat on it? Fielders think there was. This could be trouble. So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
Yeah, great decision by the umpire. Challenge wasn't successful.
Please make him welcome.
Needs to be on target. That looks gone. Oh, great run out.
It's another wicket, the fourth now. Sometimes you've just got to accept that you couldn't do anything about a delivery.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
A lovely delivery. Got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Good fielding out in the boundary.
Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery.
Didn't keep the foot behind the line. That could be costly with a free hit for the batter now. That ends a very successful over. Only a handful of runs and a haul of 2 wickets to show for it. Mills from the south end. Inside the line and pulled away, but mid-wicket cuts it off nicely. Finds the edge. Mills with a huge appeal. What a catch.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Pulled away, but straight to square leg.
That's the kind of shot you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep the control and find the boundary. You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Fantastic running. Turned 2 into 3 there. End of the over, end of the restrictions. I'm sure we're going to see some big fielding changes coming up.
And with that, 5 fielders can now be put outside the circle.
Now, the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Punch down the ground, mid-off and mid-on in pursuit.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Got that away nicely. Good pick up, big chance. Over the infield with a cracking shot. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry. End of the over, a very good one. 15 runs coming from it. Lahore are 59 for 5.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
A direct hit and this could be gone. Seems to have misjudged that one. Ouch. Nice shot, but straight back to the bowler. No run. Yeah, they've held that. Brilliant work in the deep. Didn't time it at all and mid-on with an easy catch.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait just a little bit longer to face their first ball, though. Ali, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the north end. Edged. That's a confident appeal. Oh, that's LBW. Starts the over with a wicket. Out. Nicely done by the keeper.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now. You need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
No point running for that one. It was a 4 the moment it left the bat. Beautiful shot off the front foot.
Cut away and through the gap. Lovely shot. Might be 4.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Race to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Nicked it, but that's going to go all the way to the boundary. Islamabad managed to keep the batters pretty quiet in that over. We're certainly seeing some very good bowling. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. They've gone up here. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Trouble!
Oh, one error followed by another. A horrible call and a horrible throw to the wrong end.
Oh, that's a great shot early on, wide of cover, and that'll give him a bit of confidence early on. May pull up short of the boundary, though.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers, and no need for the fielders to chase that one.
End of the over. 9 off it. Lahore are 83 for 7.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Beats the bat. Jeez, how's that missed the stumps? Peach of a delivery. Great shot. Just stepped inside the line and flick of the wrist, and that'll run out to the boundary.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Nice shot, but straight to gully.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
Oh, he's played that well. Backward a point through gully, and that's 4 more.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. How will the bowler respond?
Huge edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. No. Terrible shot. That's the over. Lahore are 96 for 7.
They've done well. Sometimes after the power play, the run rate can drop a bit, but the batters have kept up the intent they had early on, and this run chase looks secure.
Didn't need to bother about running with timing like that.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Misses everything. Out. Good catch. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. On that nicely, good defence. 6 runs added in the over. Lahore are 102 for 8. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the north end. There's a chance if it hits. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Late cut, straight to the fielder. Bold, stunning delivery.
That's number 9 down. The bowling's been good so far. The 10th shouldn't be too long in coming, you'd think.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Wow, that's missed the lot. That's been smacked away. Fielders will not stop that one. End of a really good over. Gets a wicket and really slowing down the scoring pace.
Well, he can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Was quick onto that in the infield. Oh, nicely done. That's gone fine. May well be 4.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good delivery smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Massive outside edge. End of the over, and it's a good one for the bowling side, not letting the batters build any momentum.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running, A very good total is on the way.
Ooh, misjudged that and takes a hit on the body. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Nearly gets the edge. Ashraf with a great delivery there. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. End of the over. 2 runs added to the total. Lahore are 118 for 9. The right arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Beats the field with a great shot. The bowler looks really confident.
Yes, nice bowling.
Onto that early, that could be 4.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Crack! Head was completely still and they've struck that hard, high and long for 6.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Needs a direct hit. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
They've been asked plenty of questions by the bowlers, but the batters have had all the answers so far this innings.
Wasim, the right arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end. Oh, that's beautifully struck. Right out of the guts end all the way.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
That is huge, enormous, massive, gigantic. Take your pick.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary. 6 lost ball. How will the bowler reply? Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
2 boundaries in a row. Time to focus. Back to line and length.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these two.
Faruqi, the left armour, is the new bowler from the south end.
A lovely delivery. Got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery.
A little bit of wobble on that ball and it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
That's the over. Lahore are 156 for 9. Wasim from the north end. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Needs to be on target. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
Well, there wasn't a lot of time to choose the right end, but unfortunately, they went for the wrong one. A good innings, that's 50, a simple raise of the bats, thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Late cut, straight to the fielder.
And that marks...
Well, you never knew which way this match was going. A great finish to a super match that had everything.
That's all from us in the commentary box. It's been an amazing match. Hope to see you again soon.